in all honesty, my final year after the 10th anniversary, that was the goal. Get to the 10th anniversary, celebrate it, see what happens from there. In my mind, and maybe most might even be able to confirm this, the intention for us, we were like, okay, if no one's taking this, we're cutting and running. We're taking the money, distributing it to the members, and we're going to have like a kick-ass San Miguel, and we were going to celebrate the 10 years FSA was in its heyday. During one of the last practices for Cultural Night, I think the rumor got out that we were planning on doing this, like, keep your San Miguel line free because it's going to be like crazy. And then I heard rumblings among the membership around Portia's year. It's like, wait, someone wants to take it? And then I went to Portia, like, I hear someone wants to become president. And then Portia, you were like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Don't end the club. I'll do it. We'll do this. Yeah. I was like, oh, all right. And I went to Melissa, like, save the money. We're not going to go to San Miguel. We'll be just camping.
I think, and when we first joined, like in your first year, yeah, there were like 5 new members. Yeah, it was me, Pauline, Boo Boo, Lorena. Like there was like 5 girls, and it was fun because then we became friends with everyone, and we really felt kind of like that your group of friends really like took us in, and you know what? Because there was like a lot more of you than us, right? And then in the second year, when we saw more people join, it was just like the continuation of the party, and it would be really sad to see that end because, you know, we saw that what FSA did for you guys, mm-hmm, and what FSA did for us. So, you know, it's
addicting. Like the cultural night, everyone's on a high. Like after your first one, you're thinking already about the next one. Like, what are we going to do next year? This mm-hmm is great. I don't want this ride to end. Mm-hmm. And when it did end, I mean.
And I think that was a lot of our motivation for the people who were execs in my year, was to show the alumni that it's not dead. That, you know, this is not the new FSA, but this is born again FSA.
Yeah. That's why I think, personally, I think that when you became president, that really just recharged the club. Yeah. That's the way I see it, is because when we finished up, I knew that I was just burnt out. And the thing was that we were doing the same dances, yes, over and over and over again. We were adding more dances, of course.
Maybe a new move.
Yeah, exactly. But it wasn't dramatically different. It was basically the same thing, and it was the same moves and everything like that. And it was just, we became stagnant, and then that's why we just became kind of apathetic towards it. Like Menno talked about apathy in the club, and that's the reason why. It was, you know, when things aren't, and the thing is, the club is so dynamic. Mm-hmm. There are so many personalities, but when you're just kind of you know, when you start off from the bottom and then you move your way up and you're doing the same thing over and over again, and it just becomes like a job and it's just like a drill, then, you know, you become stagnant and you just become bored with it, and then you look for different ways to kind of just basically get out of the club, basically. And then that's why when you girls joined and you had so much energy, and it was just so nice to see that. It honestly was
refreshing.
I didn't meet you guys until April, until the month before Cultural Night, because that was when.
That's when I called you as a musician to help with the dances, choreography. Yeah.
Exactly, and it was just and then I remember you telling me, it's just you wouldn't believe it. It's just everyone's so happy in it again. I was like, whatever, dude.
No,
whatever.
Not even just the girls. The second year, we brought in Jason Assis, we brought in Rocky Serrati.
Yeah.
Those guys, and even Tim Sanchez, but when we were in there, we were struggling for guys. It was Gabe, myself, Sunil, Omar, Menno. Menno loved the dances, but then whenever there's something happened, I don't want to be in this. I remember Gabe and I dropping out of modern because we were no.
Exactly.
I remember us being we're not wearing loincloths. Screw that. We're not going up on that stage to do that. The only one who would was Gabe, who actually bought the job. Scared.
Well, yeah, he worked out for 6 months prior to.
But then we showed this to Tim, Jason, Rocky. We're guys, you got to wear this. They kind of gave us a quick look, and they're fine, that's all right, yeah, absolutely. But then that was also a different generation, because it was a little bit creepy when they got into makeup and they were all doing their own makeup. These guys are really into this.
Yeah, there's some borderline stuff that was just
But it was good, and it was fun for us to take you guys under our wing as well, because like even look at the relationship you guys built with Rocky, like bringing him into Smorg and even kind of introducing him to a new set of friends that I think he struggled to get within his first years in Canada. But once he found the FSA, it turned out to be one of those places where you build those long-lasting friendships, you build that camaraderie, which is incredibly valuable to someone who's in university. It's not just academics, it's also that social network.
Yeah.